Hey everyone, Double P here and welcome back. So for my Platinum X Power Option Trader members, we attacked the SPY today. What a beautiful trade it was. So let me go over the end of the day recap for you. Why did I pick the SPY today? Well, because the marketplace was up, like the last 2 days, and it was just up too much. We know there's going to be a short position today. You have to understand how the market cycles. We're in a bear market. We're in a full-blown bear market. We got these counterintuitive trend rallies, fake bull rallies, and tons of traders are getting trapped in these bull rallies. Is just ridiculous. I mean, yeah, you can make some money, of course, if you know how to trade. Yeah, you're definitely going to make some cheese. But you got to understand something. When the market's up 4 or 5% 2 days in a row, and you got to look at the sectors, right? So, where are we today? We're down on the ES. This is order flow, by the way. This is like a gigantic product that feeds into the order flow for the ES, right? This is the SPX, right? This is like a $4,000 product. It's pretty crazy, right? But this is order flow right here, right? So you look at the various sectors that I got going on here. Like I always tell you to put up the sector so you know exactly what's going on, so you get an eagle vision view of the entire marketplace, right? There are 11 sectors in the S&P, right? So you need to pick out of those 11 sectors what's super important. Well, here it is. I'm showing it to you, right? And I've showed it to you for I don't know how many months now. So get your chart set up. Get everything set up so that you can have eagle vision so you know exactly what's going on in the marketplace, right? So let's come over here. Here's the box. Once again, let's draw out the box. There's the box. Price action, volatility, order flow, right? Support and resistance. This is what the box represents. Everything is all crunched in there. So when the SPY opened up, where was the SPY, right? Inside the box. Do we want to take this trade? It all depends. I've talked about this many different ways, right? You want to take the trade, I wait, right? Here's my 20. Here's my 200, right? Here's the 20, right? Right in there. So I wait for this trade here because I know based on order flow, based on here's my 3-day right here. Here's my 3-day 2-hour chart. See it right there. See the highs right there. This is high level consolidation right there. And then what happens right here? It just drops off the face of the cliff. Here's the 200 right here and moving up. It's turning yellow, right? So it's coming up to meet the 20, which is the 20 right here is red, right? It's pushing this stock down, right? What's going to happen when these two intersect? I don't know. We'll figure it out when they both meet, right? Here's money flow. Money flow is telling you this is bearish, right? It's under the 0 line. Here's the MACD with prices, right? Here's the signal right here crossed over. That's all custom, right? You see the histogram bars pushing down. This stock is going, this ETF is going down, right? Here's intraday momentum index and the RSI, right? I just had to make sure it was the RSI, not the rate of change, right? So RSI, intraday momentum index, you see what's going on. So let's shoot back over here. So as you know, so let's come over here. Let's get this. This is the trade I sent out to you. So for those of you that are watching this on social, Now that you have a little bit of an idea of what I'm looking at and why I'm trading and how I'm trading, right? So this is for both Platinum Trader groups. So I sent out the trade today, bought to open 19th October 2022, 370 strike put of the SPY. You don't need to know what we paid for it or how many contracts I told my guys to get, plus 20% and minus 15% stop loss. These expire today. Don't hold till the end of the day, right? 940 this went out, right? So I'm looking at 940, 939, 940. Let's come over here. Here we go. 939. Here's where I took the trade, right? At the top of my 20, when it's the stock, or sorry, the ETF is under the 20 because it's going to reverse and it's going to go down, right? So there's the trade. We're at the very top. Bam! Right? Ka-ching! Right? And look at that. This is just an escalator to the downside, right? That's the trade that you want right there. We don't need to be in a trade all day long. The longer that you put your capital out into the marketplace, the more your capital is at risk. We are, or I am, an intraday momentum options scalper. I'm in and I'm out. I'm in as long as the trade is in my direction. I map out my support and resistance price levels. So that tells me with the candles, with volume, with money flow oscillator, with another money flow, this tells me exactly when I want to get in and when I want to get out, right? So this is the money flow oscillator. This is the money flow index, right? Heavy, 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 great indicators, right? And I sped them all up so they're concurrent, right? So this is what I look at, right? Beautiful trade. So tell my guys to get out. Sold to close, 2022, 370 strike put, 35.5% profit out of the trade, done trading. So where are we looking at here? We're looking at right around here is I'm getting out of my position, right? Just before the close. Give me a second here. My phone is ringing. My phone is buzzing. Right? So, what a beautiful trade. So right around here, right? Now, I missed this low right here. I didn't get out on the low. I got out 2 candles before it. So I'm a little bit ticked off by that. But you know what? Is because I saw this movement right here. That was, so let's look at this candle here. So this candle here, right there, breached my support price action level. So that's what caused me to say, you know what? I'm good. Great trade. I'm out. Right? Because you see how high this wick is right here on this particular candle right there. So I just was just like, you know what? I'm out. So it almost touched this other support or resistance level. So that's a resistance up there. And I was just like, you know what? I'm out. Done. And then it just went, I should have stayed in the trade for what? Maybe 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes. But you know what? Who cares? Right? In and out. Right? I'm happy with the trade. Right? So, you know, that's our day today. And this is the trade for today, you know, right there, 35%, 7,100. Don't copy or steal my shit, right? So that's that right there. You see the option that we put on over here. I'm flat out of the position, right? It hit a high of 317. This was a monster trade. Great trade. So if you're wondering what I did, well, I loaded up the boat. right? And that's kind of what I do on all my trades, right? So I loaded this up. I'm not going to tell you how many contracts I got. I got quite a bit of contracts. That's why I was in and I was out. But this is the methodology that you guys need to see. There's the box. Get the 20, get the 200. Matter of fact, let me do this for you. Let me do this for you so that you see it. Put the daily high low on. The daily high is just exactly what it says. It's the daily high low, right? Intraday, by the way. Put the Hall on, the Hall moving average. You come over here, type in Hall, it's right there, right? You put it on twice. You come over here to the sprocket, you open it up. This is the 20. I leave it there the way it is. Open this sprocket up, change it to 200, right there, right? Money flow oscillator, money flow index, you don't got to use them. If you don't know what the indicators are, don't use them, right? This is intraday momentum option scalping, so I need money flow oscillator and I need money flow index, right? Money flow index is strength. Money flow index is an accumulation distribution. Money flow index is price action. Money flow oscillator is volatility, right? I need to see what's going on with institutions that are trading this, right? This is all strength, volatility, all packed into one, right? There's your trigger line is the 0. Don't use these if you don't know what they mean, right? So that's it for me. That's it from Double P. That was our trade today. Great trade. And by the way, my watch list for this week, as I sent out to you guys in the Platinum X Power Option Traders, watch list for the week of October 16th to 21st. You see what I'm looking at? KR, ACI, right? XOM, I want to short oil, and SPX, and then Netflix for the long, right? So let's go over how well my our watch list is. So KR, so there you go. KR, both bullish trades and slightly bullish intraday. More possibilities with ACI. KR, Krugers, yeah, there we go. Slightly bullish, right? And there's intraday momentum scalping to the downside, right? But you see what it's done, right? Let's come over here to, today's what, Wednesday? So let me go over to the 3-day, let's go to 3-day 15-minute chart so that you can kind of see that there, right? Let's move that 3-day. So what did I say? Slightly, both bearish and slightly bullish, right? So there's intraday momentum option scalping for both KR right there, right? So that's that. Let's go over to ACI. What's ACI doing? ACI is just kind of fumbling along, right? Not really doing much. So that wouldn't have been a trade that you want to be taking. Today you want to take it, right? For a little bit of bullish momentum, because you can see right here, it's kind of taken off today, right? A lot of consolidation over here. All right, XOM, let's see what XOM is doing. Because oil is going to fall off a cliff really soon. But you see here today, oil is just rocking. All right, back up 103. It was at, what was it, back over at 100. Then it rocked, right? but I just don't like the way oil moves. It's a great short position, great long position if you know how to trade it. So, and then Netflix for the long, because they had earnings. So let's go over to Netflix. So this was what I was looking at this morning. It was either going to be the SPY or Netflix, and I was going to send out Netflix, but Netflix is a little bit of a beast. But as you can see here, what a beautiful trade that would have been today to the long side for Netflix, right? You see that right there, and it kind of scared me off. I was just like, you know what? Here's the cross right here. Here's the 20, and here's the 200. I looked at this, but this is like a Death Star doji cross right there. And I was just like, candle of indecision. Then it went right down here. That was a huge move. So that kind of was just like, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to leave that alone. All right. I mean, look at this move. This was a $5 range, man. Like this would have killed a lot of people. So that's why I kind of just left it, right? I was just like, well, you know what? I mean, I mapped everything out, right? Everything looked kosher. Where's the box? There's my box, right? Opened up way above the box, and I'm just like, okay. And it had earnings, so I'm just like, you know what? Netflix is kind of like the widowmaker, right? So if you don't time this trade properly, man, you see that candle range right there. That was a $5 range. We got that smoked, right? So that's why I kind of just backed off it. I was just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna leave it. And then I went to the SPY, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stick with the SPY. But then I come back over here to Netflix. And I'm like, look at this candle right here, right? This is like a 1 minute candle, right? This is a $5.30 move. This is a $5.05 move. Like, oh my God. Like, talk about whew, right? And then, and then it just ripped, right? That would have been a fantastic trade if we would have stayed in it. Like, probably I would have got smoked on this one right here, and I would have got out. Or I would have been stopped out. You would have been stopped out. My Platinum X Power Option Trader groups, you guys would have been stopped out, of course. You wouldn't have probably been too happy with that. And then as soon as you got stopped out, this thing would have ripped, right? So, I mean, you have to understand the positions that you're trading. I can trade Netflix because I can handle the volatility. I can handle the swings because I understand this beast. So for me to send a trade out to you, I don't think I would have sent the trade out to you because of the wild swings, especially after earnings. I mean, yeah, I would have got stopped out, but then I would have got right back in. But I know a lot of you probably wouldn't have got back in because you got stopped out. So that's why I didn't send it out. And I took the safer route for you guys, which is trading the SPY, right? So that's it for me. That's it from Double P. That's the end of the day trading recap. Sorry it was a little bit longer, but had to explain some stuff and show you how to set your screens up and set your indicators up. You're under no obligation, by the way, to use what I use. I'm going to create a module. I'm kind of going to go over. And just so that you understand, I have multiple study sets, multiple looks. So you can see right here, I have multiple looks. I have a 3-month, 6-month daily study set. You see it right here. I have a B1, that's bear one, intraday money flow, which is what it sounds like. Intraday scan setup for 5 minute, TTMS, Momo, MAC, volume profile, CCI, money flow. I've got multiple study sets that I have a checklist that I kind of go through my multiple study sets, multiple chart lookouts. It's too much for the average person. It's too much for the intermediate person. You're super advanced with options. Maybe one day I'll probably kind of go over all the study sets and go over everything. It's a very complex system. But for me, it's not complex because I know it like the back of my hand, and I just kind of run through them during a pre-market, and I run through them when the bell opens up. But you see, I have multiple looks. So when you ask me, sorry, I still got this Rona long haul cough here. So when you ask me, well, Peter, what kind of charts that I set up, and can you show me your chart setups? The answer is actually at the moment, no, because it's too complex. I want you guys to keep it deadly simple and dirt simple, right? When you get to the point where you're advanced and you can handle and understand skew and volatility and all that kind of stuff, then maybe we'll sit down and we'll talk about it. But I've inside of the course, you guys have simple chart layouts, simple study sets, simple packages that you need to look at, you need to master. Because that's really, at the end of the day, less is more. Trust me on this one. I just build out my system the way I did because I'm used to it now. So that's it. Look at the SPY. SPY is just ripping now, right? See this? So this is an inside harami right there, right? And then that's when you get that rip. But here's your consolidation. This is low level consolidation. Why is it low level consolidation? Well, because it tagged the low, right? So the SPY is just breathing, trying to figure out what the hell it wants to do, right? And then we got the staircase up, it just rips up, right? So I would have probably got back in here and I would have took a long right here on this candle right here. So after I'm out, if I would have got back in, I would have waited, right? This is like low level consolidation right here. I wouldn't have touched this. Right here in this candle, this big ass candle right here, I would have went in and I would have just ripped, right? Boom, right? And that would have been probably like another $6,000, $7,000, maybe even a $10,000 trade for me. So that's that. But I'm done trading for the day because I don't want to overtrade. I do one trade a day, maybe 2 trades a day, and that's it. I'm done. I'm happy. I'm good, right? So that's it from Double P. We'll see you in the next trading session. Take care, everybody.